Hello, health, fitness, and highly motivated family. I greet you all the ladies in my life, all my moms, my aunties, and my friends, both physically and virtually. I hope everything is well with you and this life is well taking care of you. As usual, I'm bringing you a combo of fitness and motivational video, and today's fitness video is from Growinghananas. The title is 30 minutes intense Tabata mix full body heat workout with weight. So you will need some little accessories. So the weight I have, so you can always find something that you can carry along. Sometimes I advise my mom to carry a bottle of water because she doesn't have weight available. So anyways, you get some weight, you get something you can carry along so that you can get to do the exercise. And I encourage you all, especially all women out there, to take the time and make the time to care for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Your body by doing some kind of exercise, heat workout, swimming, walking, dancing, or carrying weights, all depends on you and the time you decide to make for this activity of your choosing. Take care of your mind by ensuring it is fed by things, ideas, and thoughts that are not only empowering, creative, and positive to yourself, but also to the people around you. Lastly, make time to take care of your spirit by praying, meditating, and taking the time to thank the great creator, Mother Nature, and the source of all lives that decided to wake you up again today for the vision and mission it has put on you. Make and have a prayer, a meditation of gratefulness for the things of the past, those of the present, and those coming up in the close or later future. And as usual, I will link the fitness video so that you can, may, and must go to exercise and make sure this vessel of yours, which is your body, is well taken care of so that it will also take good care of you. So today's motivation message is about the place of the woman in society. We'll first illustrate the kind of women I am talking about, because not all women embrace all the responsibilities of being a woman, and this is a prerogative. I will not waste time going deep into it in this video. So who is a woman? Who is the definition of the woman I'm talking about? A woman that are defined now, the woman is a visionary, the only species that builds without even having to raise a finger. She multiplies everything she touches and encounters. A woman is a canal through which life is born, dreams are born, and inspirations from the higher divine is created. That is a woman. Womb, man, meaning carrier and passage through and within which everything is fed, nurtured, and created and brought into reality, from the spiritual realm to the reality and the physical realm. Women in their entirety do not only display feminine attributes, but also display attributes of leadership. They are mothers. They display attributes of being a supporter and organizers, and are advocates or ambassadors of peace beyond all physical and spiritual borders. Prioritizes family, community, society, and even their country's cultural or customs, values, and rules to ensure generations coming from her womb will find and live in a space in this world within which they will strive and grow. And that is the woman I am talking about. And the place, as in the title, as in the message, is the place of the woman in society. So after defining the woman I'm talking about, I'm going to kind of define the place I'm talking about, where the woman is supposed to have a seat in. So, and the place or space that a woman should be having more than a seat, I would even say have several seats in, goes across borders. She should and must have places in politics, places in leadership, places in industrial growth, places within the media and what people consume on a daily basis, places in education, advocacy, places within and outside of their close community, places in their country and also outside of their countries. I mean, the need of women in all these spaces is because of the very attribute that women carry by birth, and the mission every woman who identifies as such and is such should accept responsibilities for. And when I talk about politics, I talk about economic. I also want to talk about the military issue. I also want to talk about the military sector, the defense safe sector, because as I have defined, the attributes of women are protective. They are they protect. They have an helicopter view, a view as an helicopter. So they see the entire society, they see the entire community, and they see they have visions of how the society is going to grow, how we can make sure that society is going to grow. Like, they have a visionary vision of the lives of the next generations to come. So taking them outside of the equations is a waste of time, a waste of life, and a waste of purpose. That is how come we are where we are today. So this message, I would say, is not to bash women who do not portray or identify with those attributes, but rather to wake them up to see and embrace themselves for who they truly are, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and we're always meant. Unfortunately, some women, some of us, are being distracted into caring and focusing on attributes that are outside of our physical, emotional, and spiritual spectrum, that distract us from our own attributes and left us confused into believing we must keep up with trends, keep up with beauty and fashion, ever changing and never satisfied standards, and even fight against gravity and reject our journey of acceptance of all life's changes, among which is the fact that society tells us that we need to go against our nature and nature itself. Like, how things happen in nature, we need to fight against it. How things are happening, like how things are born, how things grow, how things even die and get old or die, we have to fight against it. So even going against the aging process to remain relevant, to remain attractive, to remain young, as youthful as possible. You can see women being butchered all over the place only to fit into a standard that was never ours to fit into. Because I don't even know where those standards are coming from, but they are so put everywhere. They are put in all our medias. They are put in the musical industry, in the movies industries. Like, they are put everywhere, even in the financial and economical. Even as a job seeker, you are always like put against so many youthful people, put against so many maybe beautiful innocent, are always put against other women who are supposed to feel good in themselves. But because you are always put against each other, that is how come we believe, or we are made to believe, that women are always fighting against each other. But the thing is that we are so put against ourselves that at a certain point, ourselves as enemy, we start to look at ourselves as competition. Meanwhile, we were never supposed to look at ourselves as competition, because society needs us in all of our realms, in all of the community we are part of. Society needs women to see, to oversee, to envision, to have visions, to bring those visions into reality. Society needs women to birth reality, to birth spiritual things, spiritual dreams, spiritual aspirations into reality. So if we are so busy and so distracted into fighting against ourselves to attract, to distract, or to do whatever to fit into a box, to fit into a standard that was never ours, well, society is losing as well as women. So women first are losing, so is society. So to even fight against the nature itself and to remain relevant and attractive enough. That is why I'm bringing you this topic of the place of women in society. For when a woman recognizes who she is and the responsibilities she has on her head, she will move away from this distraction and step outside of this noise of must have, must be, must look like, must wear this or that, or hold this or that to fit in into this society standard, to fit in into maybe this group or that group, to fit in into maybe the environment she's part of, or the job she's part of, or even the aspirations and the kind of world she wants to be a part of. When society is changing you to fit into it, well, you are so much changed that you do not even recognize yourself. And how can you bring positive changes when you yourself, you have been changed and brainwashed into believing that if you do not look like this, if you do not wear this, if you do not fit into this, you will never be accepted and appreciated for who you are. Women, we have to realize that we are made the way we are because society needs us the way we are. However we look, however we feel, however we fit in, that is none of our business per se, but rather how we feel inside, and the things that was put on us to bring into this society. That is where our focus should be at or on. So so that is why I'm bringing you this topic of the place of women in society. When a woman recognizes who she is and the responsibility she has on her head, she will move away from this distraction and step outside of this noise of must have, must be, must look, must wear, or hold this or that to fit in, and start to create not only a place for herself, but also a safe space for the next generations of women and men to come. And this woman out there, those listening to these women and these women out there, those listening to my messages and watching my videos, this process will start by, first of all, educating ourselves. Literal, emotional, physical, financial, and cultural education. We need to seek that kind of awareness, that kind of knowledge, that kind of right tribute values that we need. We need to seek those and research on those and then build those, because it is easy to read something without becoming that thing. It is easy to just be exposed without assuming and like becoming an instrument of what we are learning. So it's not only about seeking, but also becoming everything that we are going to learn that is going to serve us. So learning on purpose, educating ourselves emotionally, literally, physically, financially, and culturally, on purpose to uplift our communities. Women should and must start to raise our awareness and knowledge of everything happening around us. For only by holding this kind of awareness and knowledge will we not only protect and ensure the safety of our environment, but also bring impactful changes into this world that will ensure the safety of the lives of the next generations to come. For this world has for far too long been led and ruled over whilst leaving women and all of her attributes that are defined previously or above outside of the equation of decision making, enabling, and delivering. So, women, today's video is a wake up call for all of us. I can only speak to and for women because I am a woman. We need to wake up and stop that ever going and forever and ever fighting against our true self. Round and round on a merry-go-round that will never take us somewhere but perpetuate that place of being and bringing nothing to the table. Choosing to eat. So second point, so first point was about educating ourselves. Second point is about choosing to eat and consume what only serves and feeds us. So choosing to consume what only serves and feeds us. As mothers, daughters, and sisters, we must raise our awareness about the things that we consume physically, emotionally, spiritually, through our ears, eyes, mouth, nose, skin, and hair. I mean, in every scope of our being and essence, which will impact on what we let others under our responsibility to consume. From our children, our parents, brothers, and sisters, we as women need to not only protect ourselves, but also protect the next generations. And this starts with what we consume, how we consume it, the sources and intentions and processes hiding behind everything that we consume. Because what we consume becomes us and influences us from within. And with so many changes happening in every industry, food, music, education, lifestyles, and society, among so many others, dear women, we cannot keep on relying on salespeople to have our safety and best interest in mind compared to them to meeting their own sales goals. I, as a salesperson, I can tell you not many of us have the patience to listen and find and deliver only what people need from us first. Hence, most will force their product and services on consumers without caring whether it is safe, good, and even the real added value to the product and services that we are selling to them. As such, the place of a woman in society is one of those requirements the world can no longer go without. Because where we are going at this rate, only nature will take over and derail and erase us all together if we do not take charge with the purpose of saving civilization. Yes, I speak big terms in this video, and I do not expect people to react and to react on the ready, set, go. But from the first point of educating and raising our own awareness, we can already see that this is something that is going to take a very long time. And as such, we better start now because our children need to be raised with a purpose, with a goal to protect the very soul that is nourishing them. And the previous generations have failed us, so let us not fail the next one. So that was my video today. I hope I've enlightened somebody out there starting with me. I hope this was not only motivation to you, but also a wake-up call to all of the women out there. I'm not talking about our mothers because our mothers were not raised by mothers who knew what they were doing for most of them, who actually raised them for the next generations. It was just about giving what they learned and giving what they learned without actually thinking outside of the family realm, outside of the name realm. But now our generations is about caring and ensuring that the next world that our children and our grandchildren are going to find a world that is not only going to be safe, but going to be rich enough for them to strive into this world. Thank you for watching, sharing, and liking and commenting my video. And until I see another video, please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself in all scopes. So physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Please take care of yourself because this world needs you. Thank you for watching. Bye.